Hey, hope you're doing well. J.M. Wood here, Honey Hole Farms. Today I'm going to be jumping into a couple of hives. I'm going to hopefully add some additional honey supers. We're going to see how the bees are doing. I want to make sure there's no queen cells. And then I also want to just check on brood production very quickly. It's a little windy out here today, but it is warmer, so bees are out flying like crazy. You can see them around me, possibly in the air, but hopefully right now all the nectar's coming in heavy. Over the next week to 2 weeks, it's really going to pick up. It usually does, close to April. So excited to see what we see. All right, stay with me. Okay, well here's the first little hive, man. There's lots of good activity. Bees are coming in and out like crazy. I don't think I see a lot of pollen coming in on them. They're loaded down pretty heavy, so hopefully there's some nectar in there too. But we're going to jump into these hives here. I'm going to give them just a little bit of smoke. Hopefully everything will be fine here. I'm going to pop this off and get in here. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, now there's a honey super that's up on top. Bees on the lid up there. Okay, well last week I put a honey super on here and I basically checkerboarded the frames with honey that was already starting to build out that I had in a freezer. Just want to see if they're starting to bring some of this up. Got a little bit of pollens. Got nectar in here, so they're starting to bring in some nectar. That's looking good. Okay, those bees are starting to work that over. That's a good sign. So I'm gonna check this next one because I did a checkerboard. See if they're starting to bring them up here. Hey, they're working these. Beautiful nectar in here. They're bringing in some nectar. It looks good. And they're kind of working over anything they need to. And I'm going to give them plenty of space today at the end to make sure they've got plenty of room. All right, I'm going to jump down in the bottom. Okay, well here's the brood box. Pop this queen excluder off. Oh, look at all those bees. Man, beautiful numbers. Huge stack of numbers down through here. Now I'm just going to give them a little bit of smoke, and they're super sweet little bees. All right, let's pop this outside one, give us some room, and I'm quickly going to look through here. I'm going to just give it some space. All right, this is, be very careful because you never know where the queen is. And I don't want to roll any bees. They're loading these in. Lots of pretty nectar in here. That looks gorgeous. All right, lots of nectar. They are loading in nectar. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to basically make sure there's no queen. I don't see. Now there's a queen cell. All right, see right there, here's a little cup. Now I just want to look to see if there's anything in that cup. I don't see anything in that cup. It's just a cup in case. But I'm going to keep an eye on that thing and make sure we don't have any issue with it. I'll set those bees right there. That's exactly what I'm in here looking for. Any type of queen cell that might pop up. I want to make sure they don't swarm on me. Tons of milky larvae down in here. I mean, it is loaded down. Don't see anything else there. Honey. Just making sure I don't see any more queen cells. I don't necessarily have to see the queen. I just want to get in here and run through each of these and make sure I don't see anything. Okay, take a look at the next one, and then I'll fast forward through this unless I see the queen. Look at this. Look at all this brood. Man, honey, brood. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Don't see the queen right off, but I'm not absolutely looking for her. Look at all that brood, tons of brood. All right, I'm gonna keep looking through this box, making sure I see the same thing. Okay, now I'm continuing to work my way through here. Just look at all this brood. Absolutely about to bust. These are dark brood. They're about to hatch anytime. Look how dark that matting is. That capping is so dark. Beautiful. And a ton of bees right there. So if you think about, that's probably another 6,000 bees just on that frame alone. Probably 3,000 on each side, give or take. Look at all this brood. Good grief. All this milky larva down in here. Beautiful. Now there's a queen cell right here. Just a cup. They're not doing anything. It's not closed in. Doesn't look loaded. It's just in case. Oh, there's a roach. Get out of there, roach. Oh, I hate to see that kind of thing. All right, get out of there. All right, just glancing through. Make sure there's no invaders in here in my bees. Next to the last one, and the last one's honey over there, so let's just make sure we don't see anything odd. No, looking good, and they're packing it with nectar. Look at all that fresh nectar. Beautiful, beautiful nectar in here. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna slide these over, put that one on the outside here. Right here with these bees. And then we'll put on some more honey supers to this one, making sure they have plenty of room. Let me get in here. All right, get in there. All right, now I'm going to push these in at the corners, all compact so they don't have too much bee space. Put this one back on. Grab my honey supers. Okay, so here's that first honey super. It's already got a little bit of weight on it. Okay, you can really hear them fanning. All right, I'm gonna grab this one, and it's already got comb on it. Everything in here already has some comb. So see, they can just come up and start working this. It takes a lot of nectar to make comb. So since I have this comb, I'm just going to put it in here. They'll start working it over, and I'm actually going to give them a little bit of extra room since it's warmer. Here's another one full of comb. So instead of them making comb, I think it takes, I was reading, it takes like 13 pounds of nectar to make 1 pound of comb, or one, I may have that wrong, but if it's already drawn out like this, then they'll just load it instead of wasting the nectar on comb. All right, I'm gonna put the top on. Okay, I got this hive all put together. It's got a good stack with some extra comb up here. If they run into a lot of nectar, you get tulip poplars or southern privet that around here smells like honeysuckle, really tasty. I pulled the little front piece out just so that the entrance is wide open. It's warm today, bees are out and about, man, they're really getting after it. Let's get in the next. Okay, I opened the entrance up on this one as well. Bees are coming and going as they please. Let's see what we got in here. All right. Beauty. Bees are up top, starting to look over that super. Let me just look and see what they got going on here. Oh yeah, look at this. We're starting to continue to fill this out. A lot of pretty nectar going in. Bees are using what they need and starting to cap some things, and when that nectar opens up, they are going to be all over it. All right, here's some more. They're starting to continue to add on to the honey. There's plenty of room, so they got a lot of room. All of this comb is existing that I had from other hives, so that didn't make it through the winter, so I just thawed them out, put them right on. All right, here we go. We'll drop to the bottom. Okay, down here in the brood box, I can see a lot of bees grouped up over on top here. Boy, there's a ton of bees in here. Wow. This one has a few more foragers than the other, but the other one's about to just absolutely boom based on what I'm seeing with all that brood. I mean, if you take 5 frames of brood times 6,000 bees maybe on each one of those frames with all the brood that was in there, that's additional 30,000 bees. Look at all this honey. Beautiful. All right, gorgeous fresh nectar right there that they'll start capping. Got more over here. Okay, I'm gonna set this one here for just a minute. I love these little holders. If you don't have these on your hives, put them in there. Go get them at little brackets at Home Depot for a couple of dollars. Nothing to it. All right, I'm not even gonna smoke them just yet. They're being good. Let me look and see what we got here. Making sure we don't have queen cells. More honey. They're starting to fill out. Lots of pretty nectar. Beautiful. Okay, love it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm sorry, girls. Oh, see there, I just messed up. And then, anytime you do something like that, slipped, got them upset, all you have to do is slow down, give them a little smoke usually. But I made that mistake. It wasn't the bees. They were sitting there rocking along. Look at all that pretty brood. Wow. Gorgeous. I saw this queen last time. She's a little bit darker. Beautiful. Look at that pretty brood. Now there's a queen cup. There's a cup right there. They're checking that cup. So I'm just going to make sure and let's see if there's anything in it. Nope, looks empty. That's normal. It's fine. Just making sure I don't see one that's fully built out. If I do start to see one that gets filled out, I will take that frame, move it over into a 2-frame little hive body, and we will grow us a new queen and a new colony. All right, beautiful. Tons of little eggs. They got these polished. They're polishing them. There might be a queen on here. Now there's a little cup right there. Empty. They're just getting it ready just in case they need to fill it. Tons of eggs on this one. Oh my gosh, it is loaded with eggs. Not necessarily looking for the queen, just making sure I don't have a queen cell, which is a finished one. It's capped because I only got about 12 to 13 days from that. Look at this brood. It is solid. Look at the pattern. Oh wow. Look at this. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this queen is she's a killer. Look at this pattern. I love it. All right, we're gonna put this brood right back down in here. It's a little windy, and although it's warmer, I just don't want to risk all of that. Man, that was a prize-winning pattern. Just a beautiful pattern. Another one, just solid. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm not even, if I see the queen, that's fine, but I'm not holding up for it. Lots of good pollens on here. They're bringing in some beautiful darker pollens now. This is gorgeous. Pears were blooming not too long ago. They're still blooming. You got that lighter color, but now really waiting on that tulip poplar, and when the tulip poplar hits, they will fill this box up in a hurry. Especially there's a cup right there, but there's nothing in it, so I'm just gonna have to watch this one. As soon as they fill that thing, then the clock starts. Okay, I don't see anything else on here. All right, lots of pretty brood. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking through here. Let's see if we got this one. This has got a lot of bees on it. There's a bunch of bees here. I think she was actually on this frame last time. That'd be a trick if she's on the same frame I saw her on last week. The crows are, oh boy, look at all of that milky white larva down in there. It's gorgeous. They're feeding all those little larvae, and they'll cap them like this pretty soon, and then next thing you know, you got your worker bee. Beautiful, man. They're just humming along here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. See some drones, some pretty drones all through here. If you see those at first, a lot of times you'll think that's the queen, but it's not the queen. That's normal. All right, let me just look at this one last one here. See what we got. These are being really good. See they? All right, look at this. Gorgeous. Lots of nectar. Beautiful nectar. Okay, and I don't see anything that's crazy on that outside here, although I do want to glance at it just to make sure. Let's see what we got. Honey. And plenty of room. Okay. We'll take that. We'll put the other one back in the box. I got my queen excluder back on. Take this first one. I'm going to put this right on top. Make sure it's lined up really well. Very important. I don't want any rainwater or anything getting in here. Okay. I'm going to grab this one, which has more comb ready to go. Stick it right on top. Okay, make sure that fits well. Okay. Actually, that one doesn't fit exactly right. Let me turn that around. All right. It's a little better that way. All right. Okay, all right. And then I'm gonna grab the last one here, throw it up on top. And again, all of these have comb in them, or at least a start to comb, so they don't waste the nectar. They're basically loading the nectar right into the trays, and or into the frames, and end up with a lot more honey. At least that's the idea. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. All right, boy, we had a great visit with the girls today, and they're booming like crazy. Lots of good brood, so I'm looking forward to tons of bees that'll be getting born here over the next week or two, and then about 18 days after that, they should be able to get out and be foragers. So, and over the next month, it's really going to be prime time for getting all that nectar. You know, today I put more room than they need right this moment with comb that was already made. So the great thing about it is if they get into a nectar that's really flowing like crazy, they can just load these up, and hopefully that's what they do. At least that's the theory. Okay, well, hope you have a great weekend, and God bless.